All right. So we are preemptively live here for a few minutes before the Bethesda E3 2019 press conference gets going here. I'm on good friends over at GameSpot. I'm watching their stream, doing a few other things as well, like editing said podcast that we just recorded with our good friend Tyler McLaughlin. On the first part of E3, you know, going all the way back to the Pokemon Direct, if you will. So, just about a minute and a half away from this kick starting off. I have not shared anything yet. Alrighty here. Let's see if I can actually get... You son of a gun. That gone. All right. Got that updated. Okay. Oh, we are waiting for GameSpot now. Okay, so that's done. Hmm. 8:30. Tyler's chatting. Yeet. Indeed. Indeed, it is yeet time. Mine's not going yet. Is yours going yet, Tyler? It says waiting for GameSpot. We were on here earlier. Maybe if I refresh it. I'll just go ahead and refresh it. No. All right. Well, hopefully here soon, yeah? Here we go. That going? All right. At least this stage is better than last year's already. I didn't like last year's stage. They're like right in the middle is all weird.
With a game, there is no game without the players.
Really, it all comes down to you.
みんなと一緒以外は考えられない。
Without you, there is no game.
There's no one to play it.
No one to interact with it.
意味がないよ。
You keep us in check.
And we appreciate that. And through all of it,
You're always there with us.
And you are definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel.
Your feedback sometimes challenges us, but it forces us
Wow.
to be always challenging ourselves.
Never afraid to let them know how we
Us as
feel.
developers and with each other as a community. It's really beautiful.
Oh,
I'm
man.
Kaba, and I used to take a week off every time a Bethesda game came out.
my name's Mark Diaz, and when I was 8 years old, I used to sneak over to my buddy's house to play Doom.
I'm Rich Lambert. Daggerfall was one of the very first games that got me into the Elder Scrolls world.
I'm Dana Cristo, and I started out as a 16-year-old gamer who just wanted to bring joy to others through video games.
And now I'm game director at Arcane Studios.
Now I'm a game programmer at id Software.
Now I get to be a part of building that world as the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
Now I'm a UI programmer at Bethesda Game Studios, and it's everything I could have dreamed of. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
We see you too.
Because we are you.
And together,
Together?
We are all. We are all.
we are all
We are all. We are all.
And we're off.
Please welcome Bethesda's Senior Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you? Feel good? Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Thank everyone watching around the world to tuning in to watch our 5th annual E3 showcase. This is a night dedicated to those who love games, who love the incredible entertainment that games provide. This past year, you fought demons on Mars and Nazis in America. You were assassins in the Empire, adventurers in Tamriel, and survivors. A lot of those. And survivors in the Wasteland. And you've embarked on these amazing adventures on PC, console, VR, mobile, or wherever and however you choose to play. And that's the key. You take the worlds that we create and you make them yours. You share your experiences with other players, with friends, and with family.
He's already on a roll, Tyler.
You've built large global communities that truly matter. This year, we want to give special recognition to the extraordinary Bethesda community. As you saw in our opening video, you mean everything to us. I've almost been at this company for 20 years.
Oh, man.
And when I first started,
Humble pie.
When I first started, one of my first responsibilities
What they're
was
eating right now.
moderating the community forums, chatting with you, and keeping you up to date on our games. It was a great way to start my career at Bethesda because it was the perfect reminder of why we do what we do. And like so many others at Bethesda, I've spent a lot of time with you at events around the world. I've enjoyed meeting so many of you and getting your thoughts and feedback. So tonight, we'll be taking time throughout the show to hear directly from some of you in the Bethesda community. We are thrilled tonight to show our fans the lineup of great games we've been creating just for you, including the premiere of some exciting new games, and we'll go deep on Doom Eternal. So, if you're ready, let's kick it off. And to get an update from our friends at one of the most celebrated development studios in the world, Bethesda Game Studios. Please welcome studio head and my good friend, Todd Howard.
All right, Todd, what you got to say, man?
Thank you. Thank you. Great to see everybody. We have had an incredibly exciting
Thankfully,
year at
people showed
Bethesda
up.
Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here. Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever. And it's all of you It's all of you who have made these worlds what they are. Take Fallout 76.
Mm-hmm.
A type of game we'd never done before. Had a lot of difficulties at launch. And we got a lot of well-deserved criticism. But the team kept working on it, and you kept playing it. And through all of that, something amazing has happened. It's thanks to all of you. This game has one of the best online communities we've ever seen. We made a post-apocalyptic survival game where you can do whatever you want, and everybody's nice to each other. They don't go on killing griefing sprees. They leave food and water for the newbies and wave to each other. I don't know about you. This should give us all hope for humanity when the apocalypse does come. To you. And we have a lot more in store this year for Fallout 76. But first, our latest game, The Elder Scrolls Blades, is in early access. And thanks to all of you, it became our second straight #1 mobile game after Fallout Shelter. Absolutely incredible. And to tell you what's coming to Blades, let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt Carafano.
All right. Thanks, Todd. It's great to be here at E3. And thanks again to all of you for making Blades #1.
As someone who's worked on the Elder Scrolls for 20 years, it's been incredible to bring this world to your phones in an all-new way. We still love those classic dungeon crawlers, and it's clear you do as well.
And whether you're exploring a dungeon or rebuilding your town, it's great to be able to do it wherever you are.
Since it's E3, we're releasing our biggest update yet, featuring all new jobs and solo arena battles, an all-new custom jewelry system, and a brand new dragon quest line. It has even more, but best of all, it's coming out tonight.
All right.
So,
download
free tonight and give it a try.
And we're also hard at
that
work
guy's excited.
on our arena mode for this fall that'll feature PvP, your own guilds, and visiting your friends' towns. But most exciting this year, we're also bringing Blades to an all-new platform, Switchblades.
Ah. I mean, it's not surprising, but it's cool. I mean, they have shown that they want to support the Switch, and of course they can't bring all their games to it. Like a new Elder Scrolls won't go to the Switch, but something like this, you know, joining right along with Fallout Shelter. And of course, I mean, Skyrim's already on it.
Yes,
So
Blades is coming this fall to the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it's still free.
cool.
Blades is the perfect fit for the Switch. You can play on the go, on your TV, and with motion controls. But best of all, it's cross-play and cross-progression with the mobile version. So you can start tonight on mobile, and all your progress will carry over. And it's playable here at E3 in our booth and Nintendo's.
Yeah. And for those of you playing on mobile, we also have some special rewards for both our Apple and Google players this week. So download tonight and let us know what you think. Thanks again.
Now, let me introduce Jeff and Tom to tell you what's coming to Fallout 76.
Hi, I'm Project Leader Jeff Garner. And I'm Co-Studio Director Tom Mustaine. On behalf of everyone at Bethesda Game Studios, we want to thank the millions of you who have played with us, stuck with us, and helped shape the world of Fallout 76.
Absolutely. It's incredible what the game has become. You've told us how much you've loved this year's updates so far, from camp building, legendary weapons, player vending, and of course, the dreaded sheep squatch. We've also been working on our biggest update yet. It's called Wastelanders, and it will fundamentally change the game.
Okay. How so?
It's been some time since Vault 76 opened its door.
Since we lost so many
We all
users.
discovered that Appalachia isn't quite what it used to be. We encountered a lot of things. Overcame a lot of things. I don't think any of us expected for people to actually come back.
Are you from that vault?
NPCs.
Can you help us? We've traveled pretty far. Heard there's hope here in Appalachia. Folk rebuilding, fighting back. We'll fight too, right by your side. We've been everywhere and seen everything. And the one thing we've learned is this. You gotta claim the wasteland before it claims you. The question is, are you with us or them?
Ooh. Your main quest, choice consequences. So it's almost like a Fallout game now.
That's right. That's right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout 76. Not just NPCs, but a full quest line, new rewards, and as you saw, full dialogue trees.
This is a long-term story we're telling. Year 1 was about the vault doors opening and all of you settling the wasteland. Year 2 is about people coming back to reclaim it. Like previous Fallout games, these characters have their own stories and goals. It's up to you to choose how to interact with them and live with those consequences.
The Wastelanders update is coming this fall and will be free for all Fallout 76 players.
That's cool. The fact that it's free, yeah. That's how you start repairing that.
And in the spirit of free, we're doing something special just for E3. Fallout 76 is going to have a free trial for everyone starting tomorrow.
That's right. It's the perfect time to see what Fallout 76 and its growing community have become. We can't wait to welcome all of you. And because so many of you are going to be joining us, we thought we'd also give you a sneak peek this week at an all-new game mode. Check it out.
Your first test was making it to the vault. Now, your real trial begins. Currently, there is no overseer of Vault 51. Perhaps you will be the one. We are in serious need of leadership, so I have devised a unique process of elimination. A battle to the death is the only sure way to judge the superior candidate. This should prove interesting.
They really should have launched this game in early access instead of trying to do it a full launch. Make it more of a longevity thing. Thank you, dear. I got dinner. Need a little bit of dinner.
Good luck.
Whoa. Kicking back, watching some Bethesda with my good buddies Mike and Tyler. And, of course, all of you watching.
Fuck yeah, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76.
Oh, my gosh.
That's right. Nuclear Winter is a battle royale born from the Fallout universe. From power armor to perk cards, from camp building to contending with wasteland creatures, and of course, my personal favorite, nukes. It's a great free addition to an already huge game. We love playing it, and we think you will too.
So check out the sneak peek and let us know what you think. Remember, all of Fallout 76, including Nuclear Winter, is free to try this week on all platforms.
I mean, it's cool that it's free. Try and hook people back into it, maybe. Get them to go buy it.
So jump in tomorrow. We can't wait to see you.
Thanks again.
Hey, Tyler, I mean, the dude was excited.
Remember, everything we've talked about that's coming this year
Should have been in the last game. Should have been when
we
it
get to
launched.
represent hundreds of passionate developers across 4 studio locations in North America working on multiple projects. Yes, we're still hard at work on our next-gen RPGs, Starfield, and of course, Elder Scrolls 6. We know how precious these game worlds are to all of you, and they are to us. We know the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love, what you'd like to see us do better. Thank you again, everybody, for your support, but really, even more so, I want to thank everybody for believing in us. Thank you.
And that's it, folks. Have a good one.
Please welcome the founder of Tango Gameworks, Mr. Shinji Mikami.
Hello. I'd like to start by greeting my team in Tokyo. It's Monday morning there, but they are watching. みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。Tonight, I am excited to announce the next game from Tango, Ghostwire Tokyo. It is an action-adventure game in which you will fight paranormal enemy and rid the city of supernatural evil. I think you'll love it. To tell you more about Ghostwire Tokyo, here is creative director at Tango, Ikumi Nakamura.
Wow, thank you. ありがとうございます。And such a big stage makes me nervous. I'll do my best to speak in English. We are making a new kind of action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game that we are known for.
Oh,
People
Mike.
are vanishing in Tokyo. You must
She
find
is
out
pretty
why.
cute.
You will encounter conspiracies and the occult. You have to explore the world, face challenges to uncover the truth and save humanity. In the game, you will meet spirits, some dangerous, some peaceful, and survivors that each have their stories. You will need to ask yourself, is this normal or paranormal? I ask myself this question every time I go to the office. Just kidding. Just kidding, just kidding. We are very excited. Let's take a look. 見てね. Thank you. Bye bye.
At least when Thanos snapped, like, he took the clothes with him. Ronan? That looked freaky. Man, some of these graphics in these new games that they're able to pull off is just nuts.
Don't fear the unknown. Attack it.
When I'm not playing Bethesda games, I work as a mechanical engineer.
I work in a hospital. I used to work with kids.
I'm an electrician.
I'm an event planner.
In real life, I'm a systems administrator.
Program assistant for a private school for children with autism.
I'm trying to be an artist. I like to think of myself as one.
Trying to be an artist?
Systems that it's really boring.
Maybe permanently or temporarily I'm a full-time streamer.
I got a YouTube channel.
I make my own yarn.
I'm a social worker.
Teaching inmates.
I'm a game developer.
Working at a video game cafe.
I've been a Doom fan since the game came out. I remember being in the 8th grade and a buddy of mine giving me the shareware demo on 3.5-inch floppy disks.
My older brother picked up Fallout 3, and I took his copy and played it when he wasn't home.
Fallout 4. Gosh, that's like my baby.
The scope of that game was just like a lot bigger than things I was used to.
Just setting foot in Shimmering, the first city that you go to in Somerset, it was amazing.
You would look out and you'd be like, oh, I want to go there. And then you could go there, which was wild.
Go out into the world.
It was
go in any
wild.
direction you want to go.
The exploration and the weirdness and the alienness of it.
I played Oblivion. I tell you, it probably saved my life.
It was one of my first experiences with a fantasy world that was that immersive.
Love the dragons. Scatter the dragons.
You take down a dragon, you can definitely take down any illness.
Don't ever stop adding dragons
Hell
to
yeah.
your game. Add dragons to Fallout. Add dragons to Rage. Add dragons to everything. Mecha dragons. More dragons.
Uh-oh.
Please welcome studio director at ZeniMax Online Studios, Matt Fyror.
Had a little bit of hiccup there, but we're good.
Wow, thank you. Thanks. Thank you, everyone. Wow, thank you. Yeah! And I just want to shout out to our friend Greg there, the one in the video that really loves dragons. I'm happy to say, Greg, The Elder Scrolls Online has dragons. Right now, in fact, players are deep into the season of the dragon, our year-long story about greed, revenge, cat people, and of course, dragons. Tonight's focus on the community resonates with me and everyone at ZeniMax Online Studios because ESO literally would not exist without you. Watching you play the game, streaming, telling stories, hearing your feedback, we understand that you are the most important part of the world of Tamriel. Thank you. Thank you for making ESO the extraordinary adventure it is today. The past year has been a huge success for ESO. More Game of the Year awards, millions more players have joined. So many, in fact, that we recently...
This guy in the crowd.
So many, in fact, that we recently added more server capacity just to support all the new players in Tamriel. ESO just keeps getting bigger and better.
Just a few days ago, we launched The Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere, the latest chapter. The latest chapter in the game where you're able to visit for the first time the homeland of the Khajiit, as well as control the dead as the new Necromancer class. And if you haven't played it yet, Elsewhere is the perfect starting point for new players. When we announced Season of the Dragon, we kicked it off by showing you a video about how dragons were unleashed on Elsewhere, and we ended with a cliffhanger. Now, I'm really excited to show you what happens next. Check out the world premiere.
I hiss at you. This is a long cinematic for ESO, like to just promote it. I mean, it looks cool, but I mean, to be continued.
That's right, another cliffhanger. You may have recognized the return of Sai Sahan, the legendary Red Guard Swordmaster. He's the legendary Red Guard Swordmaster you met as part of the original 5 companions. He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard, a group of dragon hunting warriors you've seen in other Elder Scrolls games. He'll be featured in our 4th quarter story DLC named Dragonhold, which will complete the Season of the Dragon. We've got a lot more to share about the return of Sai and the Dragon Guard, which will unveil at QuakeCon later this summer. Before then, keep an eye out for a dungeon DLC adventure called Scalebreaker, which you'll see in August.
There's like 3 guys out there that are really into ESO.
Thank you so much for your support of the Elder Scrolls Online. We're humbled by your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm for the game motivates us every day. You guys are seriously awesome. Thank you. But I have something else to talk about. The Elder Scrolls Online isn't the only game in development at ZeniMax Online Studios. We have several other projects, one of which we're ready to reveal tonight.
Oh.
And to tell us all about it is the game's creative director, Kira Schlitt.
Hi, everyone. And now, for something completely different. Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon in free-to-play, mobile game form. Let's take a look. So, there's a new branch on Commander Keen's family tree, and they're heading to iOS and Android. If you're hearing about Commander Keen for the first time, it was one of the first PC action games created by id Software in the early 90s. Yeah. It starred boy genius Billy Blaze, whose alter ego Commander Keen protected Earth. All of us at ZeniMax Online Studios want to give a really big thanks to our friends at id for trusting us to deliver our modern take on this classic game. So, tonight, as we introduce Commander Keen to a new generation of players, we're also introducing the next generation of heroes. Meet Billy. And Billy. Twin geniuses who follow in their famous father's footsteps. The new commanders are, of course, funny and powerful, but the game is also full of enemies, allies, and some really bad guys. The twins build wacky gadgets from household items to save the Earth from certain alien destruction, drag and drop gadgets to summon allies, attack enemies, and move through the environment. Choose from a caboodle of contraptions to conquer challenges. And try saying that 5 times fast. The twins go on adventures in story mode, which tells some of the classic Commander Keen tales, as well as a whole bunch of brand new ones. In story mode, you'll overcome aliens, collect power-ups, and explore Mars and beyond. You can also go helmet to helmet with other players in battle mode, a real-time, head-to-head race through an alien landscape where you need to control checkpoints and claim the flag to gain ultimate victory. Commander Keen will soft launch this summer on iOS and Android phones. So please go visit gokeen.com to pre-register to receive unique in-game rewards and hot Commander Keen launch updates. We really can't wait to kick some asteroid with you all. Thanks.
Thank you, Kira.
You know, Tyler, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Every year,
Mobile games. In addition to
it
Blades
just,
and the
yeah, it's like,
Commander Keen, millions of you have enjoyed Fallout Shelter, which has now reached over 150 million downloads and counting. For fans of collectible card games, we brought the Elder Scrolls Legends to mobile so you could experience the Elder Scrolls in a new way. This year, the Legends community has continued to grow thanks to a lot of upgrades, new features, and new content. It's a great experience for a night of gaming or a quick match over a cup of coffee.
yeah, I remember back when Bethesda did their first one where they said they wouldn't do one unless they felt like they really had, like, a lot to show. And I'm not saying that there's nothing here, but it really hasn't, like, the only good thing is them making updates to Fallout 76 to make it the game it should have been. You know? It's like, oh, cool, we get some new ESO. Oh, cool, we got new mobile game. Okay, cool, we got Blade stuff. And then that there was the reveal for that Ghostwire, but
See? Dragons.
oh, you're
If you
so
enjoy other
funny.
card games but are looking for something that provides a little deeper challenge, you can download Legends for free on the App Store and begin playing tonight. Legends' next expansion, Moons of Elsewhere, will be available on June 27th for PC, Mac, mobile, and tablet. You can head over to Bethesda.net to get a glimpse at the new cards and content, or play it this week in our booth. I'll see you there, clapping. Now, speaking of new content, 3 weeks ago, we released Rage 2, and now Insanity Rules for millions of players around the world. But we wanted to do more than just deliver a critically acclaimed open-world shooter. We've already added community challenges that reward you just for having fun in the wasteland, and we've got a lot more planned with new features rolling out this week. The world of Rage 2 will become even more unpredictable and even more insane. Take a look.
Look all around at this destructibility. Withstand when the red barrels drop unwittingly. There's no place to go or fight around the bend. All of this and more is waiting
my next tattoo. Oh, yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mech.
I got a tremendous surprise for you all.
So this is by far like one of the best things that they've shown. And I think a lot of it has to do with just the marketing campaign that they have for this game. It's entertaining. It's fun. Where everything, a lot of times games nowadays just try to be so serious, and we forget that stuff's supposed to be just fun, you know?
Producer at Machine Games, Jörg Gustafsson.
Hello, everyone. After liberating America from the Nazi scum in Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, this year we take you back to Europe with 2 new Wolfenstein games. First, we are bringing Nazi killing into virtual reality with Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. As a hacker working for the French resistance, you will take control of Nazi war machines and turn them against their creators. Cyberpilot will be available this July, and it's playable this week in our E3 booth. And if you haven't fought Nazis in VR, you don't know what you are missing. But, as I said, we have 2 new Wolfenstein games. This summer, we are going to be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood. With a gameplay experience that is bigger than any previous Wolfenstein game. You will have more weapons and weapon upgrades than ever before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and, of course, even more evil Nazis to kill. And in Youngblood, you can kill those Nazis with a friend.
I've always liked their upfrontness.
Yes, Wolfenstein is going co-op.
Because, yeah, fuck
Youngblood
Nazis.
is set in the 1980s, 2 decades after the New Colossus. B.J. Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi-occupied Paris, and it's up to his twin daughters, Jess and Soph, to track him down. In Youngblood, you can still play by yourself, or you can partner with a pal to double up on shooting, stabbing, and killing Nazis. Check it out.
Paris, Nazi country.
That's where Papa is, so that's where we're going.
We can find him together.
I may have an assignment suitable for 2 Nazi killers such as yourselves.
Stewardesses.
Looks fun. I didn't realize it was that soon around the corner.
Wolfenstein Youngblood releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 26th. And if you can't wait, stop by our E3 booth to play this week. Thank you. And now, I'd like to welcome to the stage my dear friends from Arcane Lyon, who worked with us on these two Wolfenstein games, Dinga and Sebastian.
We love you too.
Hi, I'm Dinga Bakaba and game director at Arcane Lyon.
Bonsoir, I'm Sébastien Mitton, art director in the same studio.
So, along with partnering with our good friends at Machine Games on Wolfenstein, we've been working on other projects at Arcane Lyon. And tonight, we're excited to announce our latest first-person action game. It's something innovative, stylish, and different from anything we've done before.
Let me begin by saying bienvenue to the frozen island of Black Reef. This is a place of mystery, where looks can kill. The game takes place during what we say in French is a période de folie, a time of madness.
And now that we've given you a small taste of the world, let us introduce you to our two deadly rivals, Colt and Juliana.
This place isn't a paradise. It's a prison. Out here, we're trapped.
We're free.
In this endless, eternal cycle.
My life's purpose is on this island.
And I can't let this go on any longer. The more days I repeat,
The longer that I'm out here,
the more certain I am.
of what I have to do. The only way to protect the cycle
The only way to break the cycle
is to kill you. Time is on my side.
That's different.
Deathloop combines a mind-bending story with meticulously designed levels and, of course, Arcane signature gameplay that lets you approach every situation any way you like. Because in the endless clash between these two extraordinary assassins, how you play is up to you.
Plus, I think it's really fucking cool. Excuse my French.
Yeah, maybe Maybe you should have said that in French, actually.
Maybe not.
But it's also pretty fucking true. Because we will take you on a trip unlike any other, and we really hope that you enjoy the ride.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
The ad campaign for that is almost kind of grindhousey, even though the graphics itself look more modern.
Away from all the pressures in life.
I think the sense of community has really helped me as a person because I'm typically very isolated.
It's definitely very confidence building.
It's brought me out of my shell and stopped being an introvert.
I could like be a hero and do all these things.
You find really creative, really fun, really talented people.
Meet people who are in my group that I've only known as a character.
Probably made more friends online than I have in real life.
The games that you bring out just helps people, honestly.
My parents were refugees from the Vietnam War, which is why I'm also fascinated by elements of war.
Playing these games just kind of put me out of the worry and the stress.
I was in a dark place for a while, and I told myself I wasn't going to be there anymore. And so now the only dark places that I'm allowed to go are in dungeons and ESO.
Just being someone who is LGBT, it's nice to be able to sit down and play these games and feel accepted for who I am.
It's really nice to see that their storyline has some sort of emotional effect on me as a player.
And I just really admire the creativity that goes into the process of making these big worlds with these amazing stories.
Building these fantastic worlds and telling these stories comes from a passion to deliver the very best experiences for our players. Hi, I'm James Altman, Director of Publishing at Bethesda.
And I'm Robert Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id Software. Tonight we have some exciting new technology to show you that can dramatically improve gaming for millions.
So for the past 2 decades, we've approached game development not by looking at what is possible today, but with a vision of what can be possible tomorrow. And at Bethesda, we're proud of our legacy of innovation, where again and again we've changed the industry. We were the first to use physics-based engines for sports games. We were groundbreakers with go anywhere, do anything, open world RPGs. We are the inventors of the first-person shooter, which is now the world's most popular form of gaming. We are pioneers in downloadable content and the first to bring mods to consoles. And actually, since we first brought mods to consoles in 2016, there have been 1 billion mod downloads for Fallout and Skyrim. We, of course, developed the first commercially viable VR technology revealed in our E3 booth in 2012. Yes, that is the original VR headset held together by tape and worn by our very own Tim Willits. And of course, we are well known as developers of best-in-class engine technology with our id Tech engine. Innovation and creativity is in our DNA, and all of these advances were done with one goal in mind: to improve player experiences. So tonight, we have exciting new technology to announce.
We're going to show you the result of years of research and development. Cutting-edge game engine-based technology we've developed specifically for game streaming.
Now, we'd like to introduce you to Orion. Orion is a tremendous breakthrough in streaming technology. It is our name for a group of patented technologies that optimize game engines for performance in a cloud environment. Orion can work with any game engine and will improve player experiences no matter which game you're playing or whether you're streaming on Stadia, on xCloud, or another streaming platform. So, how does Orion work?
The exciting game streaming services you've been hearing so much about have largely focused on hardware solutions to address the complex challenges of streaming. There's a lot of words. We used our expertise in developing game engine software and took a different approach. By incorporating Orion technology at the game engine level, we're able to stream game content up to 20% faster per frame, leading to a dramatic reduction in latency. In addition, an Orion-enabled game can stream with up to 40% lower bandwidth. And happily, for game developers, Orion technology is easy to integrate with your game build with our SDK.
But what does that mean for you? It means that streaming games will be faster and better with Orion. And Orion substantially reduces the cost of streaming for players and for publishers. So it won't matter if your friends and family are sucking up all the bandwidth, or if you live far away from a data center. With Orion, you'll still be able to stream your game at max settings.
Interesting. We were just talking about Stadia and how much that was going to take up bandwidth.
Now, as with any new computer technology, one must ask the question, can it play Doom?
Good question. Can it stream an unrelenting, fluid, first-person shooter with native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second? Let's see.
I'd like to introduce Shale Williams, tech specialist from id Software, who is showing you just that here live on stage.
So Shale is streaming an Orion-enabled Doom 2016 right now to that mobile device. As you can see, there is no reduction in visual fidelity. That's Doom at 60 frames per second without perceptible latency. And we want you all to experience this powerful streaming technology yourself as we test and refine it. So for a chance to be among the first in the world to stream Doom 2016 for free, all you need to do is join the Doom Slayers Club by registering at slayersclub.com tonight. Because everybody could use a little more Doom in their lives.
And we'll see you in hell.
What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. It is written. It is their time to give penance. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
You know, I can truly say that nobody does first-person shooters quite like id Software.
That was awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm Marty Stratton, the executive producer of Doom Eternal.
And I'm
Thank you.
And I'm Hugo Martin, the game's creative director.
As you just saw, we're not just building a world for Doom, it's an entire universe. Earth is on the brink of annihilation. It's being consumed by demons. And your crusade to save it will take you across dimensions to locations never seen before in Doom, from heaven and hell to the Sentinel homeworld and beyond.
Yeah. There is so much to see and discover, but Doom is first and foremost about gameplay. And Doom Eternal promises to be the ultimate power fantasy. The fun comes from mastering the experience because you are the Doom Slayer, the strongest, fastest demon killer in existence, and nothing can stand in your way.
Absolutely. Of course, the challenge in Doom is all about handcrafted combat, but also engaging level design. And in Doom Eternal, the game always has something new to throw at you, even deep into the campaign. Let's take a look.
Thanks. You know, it's so important to us at id Software that every aspect of the gameplay has real meaning to you, the player. Every enemy is different, every weapon has a purpose, and every decision you make really counts. The only path to victory in Doom Eternal is to aggressively control the fight with amazing agility, powerful guns, and critical resources.
That's right, I'll tell you, we absolutely can't wait for you to play it. And some of you won't have to wait too long. If you are lucky enough to be in the room tonight, you'll have a chance to play it immediately following the show. And for those not here, but at E3 this week, we'll have Doom Eternal playable in the Bethesda booth all week.
Yeah. But enough talk. Let's see how it all comes together and watch as this perfect killing machine goes to work.
Charting a flight path to Mars. Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Approaching planetary entry phase. Prepare for turbulence.
More Doom is definitely not a bad thing. You know, like the conference started off a little rough. With essentially announcements that should have, like, to improve games that should have been, like, improvements that should have been there when the game launched, to be honest with you. Then it kind of slowed down a little bit, even more than that. But since they shifted gears, with that title, Death Loop. Ever since the Death Loop thing, it's kind of shifted, and it's been pretty good. But I mean, I'm not sure what else they have to show after Doom, unless they're going to do a surprise thing for one of the big ones. But they've already kind of mentioned them. I just find it ironic that, you know, Bethesda Softworks, you know, as a whole, you know, it was the Bethesda game studios that really, you know, set them on to becoming a publisher and made the money that they can acquire all these different devs like id and everybody else. But it's the devs like id and some of the other guys that are really kind of carrying it right now, and the main team. I mean, it sucks that to think about 76 having that bad of a effect on one dev, but it just wasn't a bungle. It was a complete and total, well, trash fire. Dumpster fire, I believe that's what Tyler said. I mean, it just really set them back to where they have to go through the steps to announce, hey, we're adding in NPCs and a new storyline and full dialogue trees. Oh, you mean like an actual Fallout game? They shouldn't have to take up the space for that. It should have been, you know.
All right, that was classic. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks. We're so excited because the gameplay that you just saw is just a piece of what you're going to play this week at E3. Yeah. But I bet a lot of you are wondering, when do we get to play Doom Eternal at our home?
Well, you don't have to wait too much longer. Not quite tomorrow. But Doom Eternal will release on November 22nd. We're very excited about that, and we've got something really special for Doom fans. An amazing collector's edition we're really proud of.
Hey, a helmet.
Yeah, that's an actual helmet. Yeah, you could wear that thing.
Tyler. Yeah.
This guy's already got it.
That's right.
Already a badass.
He's already got one on.
All right, well, we've got one more thing we know that you've been waiting to hear about. Our totally new Doom multiplayer experience. We call it Battle Mode. We've been developing this in-house at id, and it's unlike anything you've played before.
Yeah, we've been so pumped at id to share this with you. This is pure Doom, but with your friends, where two player-controlled demons take on one fully loaded Slayer in a fight to the death. This is a first-person fighter, where it's demon strategy versus Slayer skill.
You know, we can't wait, because we know you'll love the different play styles of the various demons.
because each has unique movement, attacks, and abilities. They can even spawn AI demons to control the battlefield and help you take down the Slayer. It's strategic, competitive, and it's a ton of fun. And we can't wait to share more details with you this year at QuakeCon. That's right, a lot more to share at QuakeCon. But before we go, we do want to take a first look at Doom Eternal's new multiplayer. On behalf of our amazing team at id in Dallas and Frankfurt, Germany, we want to thank you all so much for your support. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Fight. Demon health critical. Slayer health critical. Slayer killed. Round 2. Demon summon. Final round. Fight.
Another round of applause, please, for Marty Hugo and all of our presenters tonight. And for everyone at our studios around the globe that have worked so hard on the great games you've seen tonight, we say thank you. 2019 marks 25 years of Doom. So to celebrate, we will be going all out with Doom at QuakeCon this summer. We're adding a whole host of panels and activities dedicated to Doom, which we call DoomCon. Yeah, see what we did there? We took out the Quake and put Doom. We hope you can come hang out with us in Dallas at our inaugural event in London. If you can't, please tune in online. Until then, go to Bethesda.net for more info on all the games you saw tonight. If you're here at E3 this week, we'll have hands-on with many of our games, so be sure to stop by our booth. In the meantime, thanks for playing, thanks for watching, and thanks to all of you for being part of the Bethesda community. Have a great night.
Well,
At Bethesda, we're in the business of creating heroes.
But the true hero is you.
It's like we hand you this malleable clay and you do these extraordinary things that we never could have imagined.
We get to build these worlds and these communities, and you all come in and you play, and you bring these worlds that we create to life.
You help us build richer worlds.
You add meaning to everything we do.
We are glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here.
To the heroes.
To the heroes.
À la vôtre.
Shit, I don't have a drink.
To you.
yeah, I mean, you know what, Tyler? Yeah, I'm gonna have to say I was leaning C. I mean, the Wolfenstein and Doom stuff. I mean, it looks good, but I mean, it's Wolfenstein and Doom. It's kind of hard for them to mess that up now, you know? And that is all she wrote. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, if I had to, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with C plus. Even though it kind of annoyed me to see the Fallout 76 stuff. Like, hey, we're adding, just like I've already said, we're adding in story, we're adding in, NPCs are back, and it's all this stuff that should have been there to begin with. Mike gives it a D. They already warned us beforehand, no Starfield, no Elder Scrolls. They name dropped it just a little bit. Hey, yep, there. We're working on it. Yeah. Tyler, Wolfenstein and Doom looked great, and since we've already had more modern versions of those that have already impressed, it's hard for them to mess that up. A couple new things to kind of dangle out there and announce: the Deathloop and the Ghostwire. Okay, cool. I don't know. Tyler says that, just like I said, Ghost, Deathloop look cool. The fact that they're adding post-launch Rage, yes, going back to the Rage thing. The Rage thing looked cool too. I mean, and it takes it back to what I was saying. Like, all the side developers are kind of holding up Bethesda as a whole, while the main team kind of gets their shit together. And I give them props. They're trying to make 76 right. They're trying to do something right with that. They're not going to give up on it. It might be too late, but who knows? Maybe this new stuff will, maybe making it more like a finished game will actually bring people back. And the first half of it was very bad. It was them. I kind of expected it, though. I kind of expected it because I expected Todd Howard to come out and do the whole Sony bow like they did all those years ago, and basically admit that they fucked up. And they did that, but I guess this is the year that they knew they weren't going to have any of the couple big hitters that they were going to come out with. They were going to have Wolfenstein and Doom. I almost wish they would have started with Wolfenstein. Come out with the Wolfenstein stuff first, get everybody up, and then kind of gradually bring it down to bring it back up at the end. Instead of starting it like they did. I mean, granted, then again, starting it the way they did got the Bethesda guys with the Elder Scrolls Blades and 76 out of the it got it out of the way quick. Tyler said trying to fix a major mistake. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. 76, and look how much it's damaged, like, their reputation. They're joking that they're glad that people are still there. Well, yeah, you better be glad. I don't know. Yeah, well, not a great showing by them for sure. Interesting, some interesting stuff that they showed, but at the end of the day, I think it's time to sign off here and go to bed. Of course, tomorrow, we won't be able to stream Ubisoft, but there's that. We will be covering it on the podcast recap. And then, of course, we will be live streaming Square Enix tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you're watching this, stay tuned for that on our Twitch, twitch.tv/GameAddictsPlay, as well as our Facebook page. Check out the Game Addicts Play, facebook.com/GameAddictsPlay over there. And that's our social medias as well. And you can download the podcast at all the fine podcast apps out there: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, all those places as well. And then the YouTube channel is your one-stop shop for everything Game Addicts Podcasts. Stuff like this goes there as well as the podcast. Watch and listen on YouTube. Guys, thank you so much for checking this out. If you did, thank you for Mike and Tyler for joining me in the chat. And until next time, I'm Brando, and I will see you then. And man, I'm definitely later, Tyler. I'm definitely kind of going to bed not hyped up, so I'm pretty sure I won't have any problems falling asleep. But later on, guys.